my own company, we started I made my first trip in 2003, so 9 years ago, to India to try and get Clansman started in the Indian market. And we've been exhibiting our equipment in major trade fairs for our very specialized foundry industry in America and in Germany and in France, all the time trying to find an agent to get us started, because we have no interest at the moment in manufacturing in India. So target number one was to try and find an agent. Not easy. We weren't fussy at all, particularly where the agent lived, because we were not so ambitious. We were looking for one person to try and cover the whole huge territory, because we have a market which is only in foundries, and only certain large-ish, wealthier foundries would be able to buy our machines. So our target was to find a person, probably a man, who was well known and utterly respected in the foundry business, because we were a small, unknown Scottish company, and that was our difficulty. It took a long time. Yeah, it was to find somebody with the influence. All sorts of people. Yes, we can be your agent. Yes, we'll do this. Yes, we'll do that. We guarantee this. We guarantee that. And at least we're wise enough to know that that doesn't always work out. To find somebody who would command the respect, who could say to the Indian customer, I know this company, I've seen their machines in Europe, I know what they do, trust them. So they would trust him, and through him trust us. And that was the problem we faced. So we deal with the large truck, bus, car companies and the foundry bits of those companies. So in Europe we deal with Daimler and Volvo. In India we deal with Tata, Ashok Leyland, Mahindra and so on. So mostly in the vehicle industry. The biggest thing is don't be afraid, and if you're an SME like we are that makes a thing, if you don't sell that thing in all the major markets of the world, and your competitor does, they'll sell for a high price in India if you're not there, or Korea if you're not there, and use dumping prices elsewhere. So we didn't do any market study. We know India has foundries. That was our marketing, finished. And we knew that our competitor was trying to sell in India. So we knew we had to be there. And in my view, any company, any manufacturing company in the UK that makes a thing and has to sell these things needs to be in the Indian market, full stop. We meet the IP challenge simply by continually innovating. We were advised in the beginning, you must patent your products. And foolishly, we followed the advice from one of our investors. And we told the world, our little world, how our particular mechanisms worked. And then we hadn't got the finance at that stage to maintain the patenting. So, pretty dumb thing to do. And we sell now, for every machine we sell in India, we sell 6 machines in China. So, bigger market, maybe bigger IP problems than India. And we take the same approach. If we innovate, we keep ahead of our Chinese competitors. If we innovate, we keep ahead of our Indian competitors. And it's as simple as that. British companies just should not be so fearful about the business of exporting to India. And manufacturing in Britain is possible. We only have 10% of our population doing it. But if you manufacture, you must export.